Jason Sterling. Coming up is a part one of my dining on the Carnival Breeze, cruising during COVID. And I originally recorded this as one episode, but it got really longer than I intended. So I've broken it into two pieces. The first one is going to be sort of breakfast and lunch. And then the second part two, both of them are up at the same time, but part two is going to be, or is, a dinner in like the specialty restaurants, the pay restaurants. And I'm going to start each of these episodes off with my 2 minutes of vacation that involved food. I don't usually record a lot of food when I'm eating because other people are there. I mean, if there's not anybody around me and there wasn't in the formal dining room on, or the main dining room on formal night, I will do a little bit of recording, but in general, I know other people there trying to eat, trying to enjoy their meal, and that's a distraction. So it's very, very rare that you'll catch me in a dining room or a dining location actively recording as opposed to just snapping a few quick pictures, which I will do, but actively recording, no. But in this case, I did do a quick one on formal night, and I'll start the beginning of each episode with that little 2 minutes of vacation. So, and there's a few other little kind of video, maybe like a video thing of the dining room lighting or something tossed in there along the way. But that's it. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy both these parts. And thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Jason Sterling, dressed here in my formal finest for formal evening. Just finishing my formal dinner with a cup of cappuccino. I really need the coffee. I don't know how I can be so tired from doing so little. This day has really flown by. I've spent most of it in the spa laying on my back. So I don't know why I'm so beat. And I took a nap. On top of that. So as I enjoy my life of leisure here on formal night, I just had a great deep meal. I'll post pictures of it. It was salmon, one of my favorites. I love salmon. And some creme brulee, another favorite of mine, which I rarely have because it's not the sort of thing you just make at home. So you have to use fire and a torch, to kind of caramelize it. And a great cappuccino. My hope is that somehow I'm going to stay awake long enough to go out to a nightclub tonight. I did not last night. I just went to the lobby, hung out in the lobby, kind of listened to the violins. But tonight, I hope that I get there. We'll see. Maybe it's 70s, 80s night. So it's got a lot of 70s, 80s music. So my hope is to get there. And I brought my son a surprise today at the store, but just in case he's listening, I love you, Nolan, but just in case he's listening, I'm not going to say what it is because he wants it to be a surprise. As he told me, that's what surprise means, is that it's a surprise. Of course, I think it can be a surprise anytime. It's a surprise right now. It's still a surprise. Tomorrow, we were supposed to go to Progresso, but it got canceled because of the hurricane. The hurricane knocked out the ship channel in Progresso, so we can't get a ship this big into Progresso right now, which is fine. I wasn't getting off the boat anyway. I'm going to stay on board for tomorrow again, and you don't know what I'm going to do. So far, I've not done the slides, I've done the water slides, I haven't done the toilet blow, slide, as my son calls it, where you swish down, So I might do that tomorrow. Might try to get up early enough to get kind of a swim in. We'll see. Might visit the spa again, maybe. Thinking about a rolling bamboo massage. But that's it. That's 2 minutes for now. It's 2 minutes of vacation. Thanks for watching. Check out the pictures down below, and I'll talk to you later. Hello, everybody. I'm Jason Sterling, and this is an RM Cascadian travel blog. This is number 2 in the Cruising During COVID Carnival Breeze cruise. I just came off of a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. And today, we're going to do food. Today, we're doing food. Today's food day. So we're going to look at the dining options and talk about, especially some of the specialty dining options, the kind of upcharge dining options. But food in general, it's going to obviously focus on the breeze and what I ate on the breeze. Things are a little bit different from ship to ship. They do change from ship to ship. But in general, you can kind of expect the same things from ship to ship to ship. So, the great thing about Carnival is they do have, of course, like all cruise lines at this point, a certain selection of upcharge restaurants. But the great thing the great thing is they still have a huge variety of free dining venues. And especially when you consider today to 20 years ago, when I traveled on Carnival for the first time 20 years ago, they have an amazing array and variety of places to eat free of charge. Lunch, in fact, is where they really stand out as far as variety, period, when it comes to eating. We're going to start with breakfast. We're going to start with breakfast, then we'll move to lunch, then we'll move to dinner in this sort of like look at Carnival food from the breeze from my vacation. So let's get started here with breakfast. Now, breakfast is mostly free, pretty much. There's not really a lot of upcharge breakfast places unless you want to count. Room service has a certain selection of pay sandwiches now that you can order, breakfast sandwiches. I've never tried them. I rarely order room service. If I do order room service, it's just going to be like coffee and donuts or pastry. But they do have those. They also have the cafe. The cafe is, I guess, technically an upcharge breakfast place, but all they do on the breeze, of course, is sell coffee and, drinks. The ironic thing maybe, excuse me, is that they do have donuts that are an upcharge at the cafe, but I don't think I've ever seen them for sale at breakfast. At breakfast, usually the donut cabinet has a selection of free pastries that you can get like at the buffet or a few steps away at Ocean Plaza, where they often have sort of a continental breakfast. So I don't know that you can really count that as a pay breakfast venue. It's always open for coffee, and the donuts aren't available at breakfast because I have no idea why. I've actually bought the donuts before the night before for my son for the next morning so that we could have them for breakfast. So you've got the cafe. Everything else is pretty much free of charge. When it comes to breakfast options, you've got the buffet, you've got the main dining room, and you've got the Blue Iguana sort of restaurant or lunch counter or whatever you want to call it. They do breakfast burritos there. I've never tried them. I don't like eggs in a tortilla that much. I will eat it sometimes, but it's not my favorite. But they do also serve breakfast there. But by and large, that's free. That's free too. So by and large, breakfast is free on the ship. Your usual selection of an American-style breakfast, eggs, pancakes, waffles, some breakfast meats, some pastries, some fruit, some cereal. And that's it. That's all I really have to say about breakfast. I don't eat breakfast much. I really don't. Not at home, not on vacation. I will have coffee, and that's it. I do have brunch sometimes, and there is a C-Day brunch, which kind of counts as breakfast. I'll cover that with lunchtime. In fact, let's just go ahead and jump into lunch. There's no reason to keep talking more about breakfast. Breakfast is breakfast. It's good. It's free by and large. And lunch is free by and large on Carnival still today. The lunch selections are really extravagant. There's a lot to choose from. The variety is very, very, very good. The one lunch option I can think of that is an upcharge is going to be the Seafood Shack. Now, I have never eaten at the Seafood Shack until this cruise because I thought it was kind of expensive, and it is a little expensive. B, I'd seen some early videos, on it, and, people eating there, and it kind of didn't look good. I mean, it just looked like a plate of fried food. A lot of times it looked overdone. I just thought that doesn't look very appetizing at all. And also, it replaced an excellent Indian restaurant on the Carnival Breeze, which was free, and it was some of the best Indian food I'd ever had was there on the Breeze. So I was pretty disappointed. So it was kind of like a protest. It was like a protest avoidance of the Seafood Shack. But that said, that can only go on so long. I'm a man. I'm a man. I only have so much willpower. I'm not a god. I can't resist it forever. And especially when it has a lobster roll, one of my favorite things, and living in landlocked Oklahoma, you don't find lobster rolls all that often. Sometimes you might, but sometimes I think they're stuffed with lobster style meat. It's just a blend of I don't know what. Fish and flavorings, I guess. I have no idea, but not a true lobster roll like you're going to find out on the East Coast or something. So I broke down this time. I thought, okay, I'm going to try the lobster roll for lunch for my first day on the breeze, boarding day, embarkation day. And I went back there and I got it. And let me tell you, it was good. It was really good. It was really excellent. I was super surprised. I mean, I thought it would be good. I guess, kinda. I was a little worried. Like I said, the pictures I'd seen before of like the plates of fried food looked just miserable, but it was really, really good. And the fries, okay, the fries were like the best fries I've ever had on a Carnival ship. Oh my gosh, they were so good. They're far better than Guy's Burger fries. I love the Guy's Burger. The fries at Guy's Burgers are always kind of kind of soggy to me, kind of limp and soggy. The fries at the Seafood Shack were excellent. So I was thrilled. I mean, I was thrilled. That was a really, really great lunch. Now, it's kind of expensive. It is. It was like $12.99, I think it was. I'm almost positive. For that lobster, what you see here, for the lobster rolls and those fries, $12.99. And when you think, in comparison, you can go to Cucina de Capitano for $15. So for $2 more, you're going to get a full meal. You're going to get like bread, appetizer, entree, dessert, for $2 more. So comparatively, it is kind of expensive, but I will say this, it was super fresh. It was super good. I did think it was worth it. Okay, I thought it was worth it. I will definitely eat there again in the future. I will. I think it's going to be my go-to embarkation day lunch. I do think so. I'm taking my son coming up on a cruise on New Year's Eve, and my idea is that, we're going to eat there for lunch. It was really good. It was really good. Now, the rest of the lunch options, what can I say? I'm going to try to go through them here. You've got the deli. You've got the Mongolian wok. You've got the buffet and Pizza Pirate and Guy's Burgers and the Blue Iguana Cantina, all kind of on the back of the ship back there. How many was that? Was that like 6 options right there alone for lunch? All of them excellent. All of them are good. I mean, there's always some sort of general grumbling about the buffet. Okay, you guys, it's a buffet. Just because you're on the ocean doesn't mean that it's going to magically be better. I don't think it's any worse than Golden Corral or any other sort of buffet in my local area. First Cafeteria. Well, whatever you guys have, it's not any worse than any other buffet. And it's not magically a 4-star restaurant or 5-star restaurant from the way some people talk. It's not that. But it's good enough. And then beyond that, you've also got the main dining room, of course, like always. And you've got Guy's Barbecue Place on deck 5. And you have a sea day brunch on sea days. Naturally. I don't really need to add that last part. But on sea days, you've got a sea day brunch. That's kind of your options on the breeze. There's also a sort of salad counter, I guess you might call it, salad lunch counter in the adults only section on ships like the Vista up in the Serenity area. Never tried that, but I know it's there. So you've got that option as well. You've always got room service for what it's worth. There is a limited free room service menu and then an upcharge room service menu that would satisfy for lunch or dinner. I think it's always a charge after about 10 or 10:30 on room service. Pretty much when Carnival suspects that you've had enough to drink to go back to your room and order up like tray after tray of food. So you can eat like one bite out of each thing and then pass out, or even worse, pass out without even having that bite. Yeah. When they figure you've reached that point, that's when it costs. And it should, like a lot of people have spoken on this, I've seen those piles of plates and trays in the hallway full of food. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So anyway, let me digress. It's not a rant. I just do understand their point of view on that. But you have the room service as well if you want to go that route. And I think that's it for lunch. I think so. But quite a few options there. Oh, there's also the option. There's always some snack food at like Red Frog Bar, or what's it called? I don't know. The bar on the ship on deck 5. Red Frog is up on deck, the rum bar. What is that place called? Like a little pub place. There's snack food there. And so you've got plenty of options at lunchtime, to eat. I typically really like Guy's Burgers. You can see a picture here with the onion ring on top. It's excellent. The barbecue is also good. I don't eat a whole lot of lunch either. Much like breakfast, I do eat lunch, not a lot. Pizza's always excellent. I had that on this cruise as well. And the buffet is okay. Grab a snack or something. It's okay. I had something from there. I don't remember what it was. I've never tried I tried the deli in 2005, I think, but I haven't tried the deli in a long time. I've never tried the Mongolian wok. Oh, I know another place there is. Cucina de Capitano is a noodle place for lunch. It's free of charge. It costs in the evenings. That does with a dinner menu, but at lunchtime you can go up there and have lunch, and it's kind of an Italian noodle bar, I guess. It's not a noodle bar like you might think of as more of a typical Asian influence like we would have here, in the States, but it is an Italian-based one, so I guess you can pick your noodles and your sauces, and I don't know what all goes on it, something like that. You kind of build your own as you go, and they put it together for you. That's also an option at lunch. I don't know if I forgot anything else, but you get the gist of it. So at lunchtime, that's there's plenty of options, and they're all still free. Now at dinner,